Floating our hands up to the lower dantian. We'll breathe in, lifting them to the middle dantian. Breathe out, palms pushing down to the lower dantian. Breathe in, lifting them up again. At your own pace, continue breathing in sync with our hand movements. Perhaps moving towards deeper, longer, slower breaths. Breathing in, lifting the calming, cooling energy of the water element to the fire of the heart. And drawing down the warmth from the heart to the kidneys of the lower dantian. Fostering this reciprocal relationship between these two ends of the spectrum within us, the fire and the water element. We have that grounded energy of water and that spark of the fire element, that joy for life, and the strong will and drive of the water element. After the next cycle of breaths, you can let your hands come to your sides. Noticing if you're holding any tension in the joints, in the body in general, even in your feet. See if you can soften We'll form loose fists with the hands and open up the chest, open up the heart. And round forward, opening up the upper back. We'll start to integrate in an arm and finger stretch, so palms open to the sides, and we'll drop the fingers down, turn them up, and curl the fingers in one at a time if you can as you round forward again. Continuing with this, integrating in this extra stretch for the arms, the wrists, the fingers. Where the meridians of the fire element run, the all of them either start or end in the hands. Running up or down the arms. And you can relax your arms down to your sides. All right, let's bring loose fists up overhead and dump the trash. Letting the arms be dead weight. Hips sinking down as you drop the arms. Releasing the hands. And letting the arms just drop to the sides. We'll start to swing them forward and back with a little bounce in the knees. And on the fifth swing, we'll sink lower. And sink. 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 Late on that one. And sink. One more set. And sink. Coming to stillness. Alright, for this next one, we're going to bring the heels together to form an angle. And this is a posture inspired by the bird, the crane, and it's associated with the fire element. And so we're going to make kind of like beaks with our hands. And as we sink down, the hands are going to float up to about shoulder height on either side. And then release the hands. As the arms come down, the legs straighten, and repeat. It's like we're flapping our wings in slow motion. Nice languid movements, embodying the grace of the crane. Legs and arms moving in sync. And it may help to bring our focus to our lower dantian, our center, the energy center in our lower abdomen. anchoring this movement. And for the next part of the crane posture, as we come down, we're going to sink down lower, crossing the hands at the bottom. This will involve some balancing, and we're going to root down through one foot as we lift the arms, uncrossing overhead. We're going to sink down through one foot, lifting up the other, the knee bent, arms open to the sides, palms facing up, and then palms down as we lower back down, heels still forming that angle when the feet come together. And sinking more deeply, crossing the hands. We'll root down through the opposite foot, coming up off of the other heel, uncrossing the hands, sinking down, rooting down through one foot, palms face down as we lower and cross hands. One more time on each side. And after we uncross our arms, you can let them come to the sides. Then palms turning out, we'll float them up on either side. And when they reach shoulder height, bring them forward in front of the chest. And then we'll sink down slightly as we bring the palms facing in towards the chest. And then reverse them, pushing out as we straighten up. And then part the hands to the sides, palms facing down now. Lower back to the sides. And repeat, turning the palms out, floating them up light as air to shoulder height. Bringing them forward. Sinking slightly as the palms come in towards the heart. Palms face out as we push up and out. Opening the hands. Palms down. Back to the sides. It's called parting clouds. And you can imagine we're gathering light in towards our heart and then parting any clouds obscuring that light. next time after hands come down, we'll cross them like we were doing before in the crane posture. I'm crossing overhead. Letting the arms just come to the sides. All right, let's concentrate our weight onto the front part of our feet, perhaps coming up off your heels, and bounce up and down, letting the upper body be totally loose. Can shake out the wrists. And drop to stillness. Noticing any sensation. Noticing how you feel in general. Good calf workout to help pump the blood back up to the heart as well. All right, so let's form a ball in front of the body. One hand on top, one on the bottom. And let's rotate it around for a moment. Just play with it, perhaps making it smaller or bigger. Noticing or imagining sensation between the palms. You can imagine a ball of light activating the points on the palms, which are part of the fire element meridians, the heart and the heart protector, or pericardium. Often our first point of physical contact with someone, the palms of our hands. And we will end with one back on top, one on the bottom again. Stretching through the side body. Forming a ball again. We'll reverse it. And stretch through the other side. The fire element is responsible for our social energy, our friendship, connection, relationships, all the different stages of intimacy, vulnerability. So starting from that first meeting of someone, and then gradually, as you get to know someone better, perhaps, it's part of those deeper stages of getting to know someone as well. And the fire element, a healthy fire element, gives us our ability to kind of appropriately dole out warmth, so appropriate amounts of warmth, be able to read the room, be able to know when it's the right time to make a joke and when it's the right time to be more serious. It's all about communication and connection. And maybe just connecting with ourselves. And after we form a ball again, turn to one side, lowering both hands and raising them up on each side until they're overhead, palms facing the sky. We'll turn forward, palms facing in. And imagine we're sending light into every crevice of our body as we lower our hands. Ending with the hands shining down towards the feet. And when you're ready, we'll turn to the other side, getting a nice twist through the spine as the hands float up overhead. Palms facing the sky as we turn forward and turning them in. Lower them. Also use Dr. Wu's mantra, I am light, I am air, I am water flow, imagining each one at a time as our hands lower with a pause between each word, connecting inward in that pause. One more time, face forward, lower the palms. Gather chi to the palms. Sinking down a bit lower, crossing hands, straightening as we lift the hands and uncross. And one more time, crossing the hands. We'll pause when the hands are overhead, forming a ball between the palms one more time. And generating some more heat. We'll bring that to our kidneys. That help kind of regulate our fire element. And then we'll bring some chi to our heart, to our fire element. And finally, to the lower dantian, our center. Thank you for practicing with me.